Alright, hey guys, Adam Blue, BlueGamer.net, as always. I wanted to make a video about something I'm very excited about. This is a Sony PVM. This TV is not really a consumer television. This is something that is made for hospitals, professional video environment. Basically, it's just really high quality, really just perfect, okay, for no one really thought about this originally, but retro gaming. And it takes an RGB signal, which is like pure RGB. So originally I had a Sony Trinitron, just basic consumer grade television, and then reading around, people were talking about these that they find on Craigslist or something, and they're expensive, hundreds of dollars. I was like, man, and they're hard to come by, so I'm thinking I'm never gonna come across this. So luckily, through a local friend, Robert Ivy, who has a another channel I can link to, he mentioned that a place in Arlington, not too far from me, had a couple, and so I went down there and grabbed it. Now, it does require me to get Euro SCART connections for my retro consoles, and then a converter from SCART to RGB, and I don't have any of that right now. That's just more money I'm gonna have to spend, and I just got this pretty cheap, so I'm gonna hold off on that. But for now, I can actually, I went to Radio Shack, and for $7 I got a what's called, it's like RC to BNC. BNC is the inputs this thing takes, okay? And by doing that, I was able to get it to run. Now, it's going to be hard to see on this video. You're not really going to see how good it looks, but me just looking at it, it's amazing. The scan lines are perfect. The pixels are perfect. But this is just with composite. Once I get the RGB, it's going to be even better, and I just can't wait. So another thing, these PVMs don't have speakers. So what I did was just use some standard external speakers, but this is kind of a nice set. It's got a subwoofer. What I did was I had the audio cables kind of come out, used audio to auxiliary. See if I can turn that on. It's kind of loud, but there's some R-Type going on there. I've tested it with R-Type or with the Super Nintendo and the N64. I'm waiting to get the power supply mod back from my Genesis, and then I wanted to test out the PS2. This doesn't do 480p; it's just 480i. So the component cables would be the best from the PS2. I still got to look into how all that works with RGB and PS2, but I might test it out with the composite later. I'm actually using, you can see this green light down here. This is a component and AV switcher. So I have all my consoles on different inputs, and I just select the input, and then it goes into here, and I mean, it looks great. It just looks great. And it's possible I could do some color tweaking, but so far it looks good. The geometry is great. There's controls, which is pretty good. The controls for all that is right here. It's wonderful. If you're really into retro gaming and you want it to look great, this is the way to go. A lot of people think HDTVs, up converters, but no, this gives you the scan lines that are perfect. It's higher resolution, but not in the way you think, for the pixels to show up and just look clear. And so I'll be doing an additional video when I get the SCART cables with RGB to show how those connections work. And this is a cube. It's like a white cube, so you can easily put things on top of here, so it's pretty nice, but it weighed about 100 pounds, so it's pretty heavy. But I really suggest anyone either scour eBay, Craigslist. I got this at an electronics discount store in Arlington. And as of yesterday, there's one left, so anyone nearby want to grab that. But that's this, and yeah, I'll do a follow-up video pretty soon. All right, thanks.